Hey, it's Leah, and welcome to Dark Mystics. Today we are going to look at our fear blocks, holes, and regrets for the remainder of Scorpio season leading into Sagittarius season. If you are new to my channel, I'm Leah. I read numbers, colors, talk to spirits. I do not beat around the bush, and I do not dress up lies. We are going to look at what needs to be released or what we all need to face, right? And you guys already received a message. So we're going to get the theme for your reading so we can see how everything refers back and relate to. If you have not, you received two. If you have not checked into Enlightened Mystics to check out the Knowledge and Love reading, please do so. And also the Divine Doors, right? So for Scorpio season leading out into Sagittarius season, you received the theme. Your theme is communicate and direction, which we all need. Communicate says, things left unsaid will never reach the shore. Right, because if you don't discuss it or you do not bring up the topic or the issue, right, to the surface, it can never get resolved. If there is something that is being left unsaid, right, and it sits too long, right, it turns basically into like a little dark seed, right, a dark seed. And it basically grows, right, to bloom into illnesses, right? Illnesses. This is where you will find like a lot of people with cancer. Just basically health problems, health issues. It could turn one person like evil. It can turn a person mean, right? Mean. It can really lead to a lot of people being at war within their body, if not at war with their spiritual and their physical bodies. And direction says, trust your inner compass and find your bearings. Sound like someone needs to get grounded. Needs to get grounded. So communication and direction is key, right? So for your message you received, right? Hidden, right? Hidden. What's hidden? What is it that you don't see? 3. You received 3. That was hidden. You received temperance. Knight of coin. Ace of cups. And my setup is different because where I do my readings, that room has been changed around. I got my floor redid this weekend, so until I can get back to the old setup, we're gonna have to work with this one, right? So some type of major changes is coming in, right? Temperance, major changes, because temperance is major arcana 14 that breaks down to a 5, right? Temperance could be some type of healing, right? Because I hear healing that is going to take place. This could be a love situation, right? Or some type of bond situation. Some type of situation that you have been going back and forth, whether it be arguments or things not said, right? Temperance is going to come in and give some type of direction, yeah, to get some things settled, right? Settled, resolved, right? And we need it, right? We need it because a solid offering, yeah, of some type of emotions is going to be given, right? Knight of coin, Ace of cups. Someone, right? Someone, because it's only a person here. We have an angel, a person, and a cup. Someone is going to receive passage. They have already crossed over the stream of water. And that's another thing that is here, water. And they have stepped on that low energy snake, right? Snake, anything that is blocking them, anything that is stopping them, whether they are wrestling within their head, right? It could also be a heart chakra, their heart chakra, because the snake is green here. And green, right, represents heart chakra. See? Green also represents abundance, the movement forward, the go, right? The grass is greener on the other side. And they step on whatever was blocking them. And I feel like it was some things that was left unsaid, right? Heart chakra. It could be matters of the heart, right? Heart chakra. And then they are going to step up, see that? To the plate, step up, see, stepping on concrete to give an offering of something solid, something solid. Water is everywhere. Temperance, 1 foot in the water, there's a stream of water leading to the sun, and we know the sun represents the ultimate abundance. In the Ace of Cups, there's water. My cup runneth over, flowing with water, right? Water. And then the Knight of Coin, there's water. Water does not just only mean emotions, right? Emotions. It also is a purifying agent. Someone could have came in and been purified, whether it's been their mental, their hand, their actions, because it's a lot of hands here. In temperance, temperance, the hands pour water, right? Correct? Back and forth in the cup, back and forth. In the Ace of Cups, the hand is offering a cup of flowing water. And water also represents life. See that? And then the Knight of Coin had to cross over a river. Anytime you see any type of crossing of water, whether it be a river, an ocean, a brook, it doesn't matter. It is known as a passage. Someone has gained access, right? Access. The other thing that I notice here, gold is everywhere. In temperance, where is gold? The sun is gold, right? Life, gold. The shield is gold. The breastplate is gold, and the breastplates also represent someone who could work with crystals, right? Crystals and stones. The offering of the coin is gold, and the cup is gold. The bangle is gold. The nails is gold, and the pyramids in the back that represent ancient wisdom are gold. Gold represents prosperity and wealth, right? It also represents understanding. See? Something has been laid to rest, right? Some type of direction has been given, and I'm going to show you direction. And a person has accepted, gained passage, and movement has started, right? And these cards, the 3 that you received, right? And what you could not see and what you did not know because it was hidden, right? Everything flows in one direction. And it is the build-up, right? It is the build-up. Temperance comes in to heal a situation, whether it be a person's mind, whether it be a person's mouth, whether it be a person's feelings, whether it be a person's body. Temperance causes some type of change to occur. that has a person moving now with an offer. You see that? Stepping on low energy state, anything that has kept them blocked, held down, stuck, bound down. Oh no, no more. They have gained access for their passage, and they have took it and ran with it only to offer some type of love or emotion. See that? Everything flows in one direction. Everything flows in one direction. So clarifying those three cards, you receive Libra. Let's go. You will either need to pay attention to a Libra if you are not a Libra, or start getting into the planet of Libra, right? So Libra says this: the energy is diplomatic and gracious. It seeks harmony and balance in relationships. Isn't that temperance? Isn't that temperance? Temperance has came in, right? It comes in, and it fixes a situation, and it resolves a situation, because a lot of people in these times, they're going back and forth in their minds. I believe in the divine doors that we did at Enlightened Mystic Essentials, which is our sister channel. I told you how the angel sits on one shoulder and the devil sits on another, and the angel and the devil are constantly arguing. But in the middle is self, right? In the middle is your head, your mind, and you got a devil in one ear and an angel in another ear, and they're arguing back and forth, and that leaves a lot of people's mind confused. A balance is coming in, right? A balance is coming in. No matter how big or small a blessing is or a favor is, it is still just that, a blessing or a favor. Because I've been telling you guys for a long time, a couple of months, that major blessings is coming. They're starting to roll. They're starting to roll. Clarifying Libra, we received the Fire Prince, representing aggression and optimism. I feel like the Fire Prince at one time was the Knight of Coin. When I say it laid out, it laid out. Every card has its own clarifier. This was the person, right, who could have been stuck in their mind, didn't know which way to go, did not know what to say. And it put a little fire in them, if not under them, because fire is also a cleaning agent. Fire will either heat up a situation or burn it down. The Fire Prince comes in as a 4. What is the 4s? What will keep you stuck? What will keep you blocked? What will keep you bound down to the ground? No movement. It is also what needs to be buried or what needs to end. And when Temperance came in, this ended. The colors here are gold, red, and brown. The gold represents abundance, prosperity, illumination, understanding. With the red, red represents blood, love, defeat, power, creation, action, energy, right? But it is also the same color as Mars. Mars is the planet of war, arguments, fighting, battling. But it is surrounded by the brown. The brown is the only injuring and damaging color on the boards. It will keep you stuck, blocked, bound down to the ground, because this is what needs to end, or this is what needs to be buried. And because you are facing your fears, no more burying. You have been given direction. See how everything goes back? Now it is time for you to step up to the plate and what? Communicate. Do not harbor any ill intentions within the body, because it can't come out And therefore, once that seed is planted, it is going to grow. And it does not necessarily mean that it's going to grow in a spiritual form. A lot of people keep these ill will and ill intention and all this hurt and pain inside, and it turns into physical ailments. I hear so loud, physical ailments. And a lot of people say, well, no one in my family has cancer. How did I get it? What has happened to you that you have not addressed, communicated to get it out of your body, right? So you can go and live your life to the best of your ability. That is direction. See? Clarifying your Ace of Cups, you receive grounding. Let's go. Coming in wounded, feminine energy. Grounding says, go deep. We releasing. Explore your roots. Address the issue. Go deep. Isn't that direction? See? Explore your roots. Isn't that communication? Sometimes you have to address the past to live in the present. And then they tell you an offering is going to be there when you do these things. Something that you may, it could also represent something or someone you may have love for. And in case you didn't know, over here, Dark Mystic, it gets gritty. So I hear, like, for a lot of people who may have been maybe molested, maybe raped, picked at, bullied, something has been done within the family, see? Instead of keeping your mouth closed and not addressing the issue, or maybe some things that has occurred within your family. Like I tell you, me, because you know, I like to use my family and as an example. My grandmother was the 13th child of 13 kids. She was the baby. And I remember growing up and everyone would come to my grandmother's house, and before we like got into like partying and stuff and kids running around, when it was time to eat, right, everyone ate. Even people off the street. She fed people off the street. Like, they know they could come to my grandmother's house and eat. She would always feed people. That I'm like that too. I will feed you. And a lot of my cousins are like that. They will feed you. Don't even have to know you. And it was tradition in our generations that she would tell us stories from when she was growing up. And she would tell us, she told us one story about how her, right, and my great uncle, which is the one that was before her, so he was the 12th, and my other aunt was the 11th. They all were on their way to school. So you got the 11th, the 12th, and the 13th child on their way to school. And then it wasn't school, it was known as a schoolhouse. And they were running through the woods because they country people, they had farmland and everything. And she said that she remembers seeing one of her brothers hanging from a tree. So I asked, I said, well, tell us about your brother. What type of person was he? And she said, he was the brother that loved to party. You could always find him at a juke joint. Always find him at a juke joint. He would always make you laugh. He always had a smile on his face. But one day on his way to school, someone had hung him. And we all cried, and then we all laughed, you know, because he was known as the partier of the children. And we all cried to get it out because it hurt. But we all laughed because it was okay. Because even though he lost his life, right, and we came to the conclusion of whoever did it knew who he was and knew who the family was, because they put him in the pathway where a family member would find him. See? And we was grateful enough because they were able to get him down and bury him. That's it. No more. No more harboring, no nothing. You face it and you grow from it and you let it go. You don't have to live with it, to fight it and battle it every day. I was a little girl back then. I'm way grown now. It's about releasing. If our family was not strong enough to be grounded, we could have been out here just killing up people. It don't work like that. You see? Here, a lot of you are having a hard time getting grounded because you don't want to address the issue. It is time to address the issue, because once again, address the issue for your reward, for your blessing, for your favor. It's there. Do not allow it to turn into cancer. Do not let it turn into kidney failure, because I believe a lot of people think that, right? What needs to be addressed in the spiritual and what happens in the spiritual, they believe it has no effect on their physical body. And if you believe that, you a lie. That is not true at all. More and more people starting to pop up with cancer, and people say, oh, it's coming from what they eat. No. It's coming from a part of it is from not addressing these harbored ill feelings and everything else. And then sometimes you don't even have to go and see a psychiatrist. Sometimes you need to sit down with these elders of your family and get to the bottom of it. Because see, as children, towards the door. Okay, because see, a lot of things happen to a lot of people when they're kids by these adults, and the adults think that the kids won't tell. So a lot of children don't speak up, and it stays within them. So from the time of child until you grown, you done had your own kids. It's there. That seed is planted. I tell you another story. And then I'm going to show you about this door that you're getting ready to get, right? Growing up as a little girl, my mother would always say, if anybody put their hands on you, I'll be in prison. She used to tell me all the time. I never knew why. I think when I turned 9, and she would randomly ask me, has anybody ever touched you down there? Has anybody ever touched your backside? Has anybody ever touched your little breast? Always. No, ma'am, no, ma'am, no, ma'am, no, ma'am, no, ma'am. And I think when I got like 9 or 10, she asked me again. She had been asking me throughout the years. And she was like, thank God. And I was like, well, what's going on, Mom? She told me about how some of her cousins tried to rape her when she was like 15. Once again, we cried. And she used to tell me, it's not your burden to bear. It's not your burden to bear either, Mama. We just need to be happy that nothing happened. I learned, that's why she always asked me, and that's why she always said I go to prison. Because at that time, growing up, she felt like she didn't have a voice. She never told. I was the only one that she ever told. And even now, to this day, my kids, I don't even have to ask them, because I'm like an open book. Tell me. I don't have to put my hand on nobody, if you know what I mean. I never had a problem, never had an issue. Not my daughters, not my sons, period, ever. Speak up. My mother told me that when I was about 9 or 10, she didn't release it till I was in my 30s. She held on to it. And I watched and was right there with her when her body started breaking down. And every time we jumped on this board, they kept saying, release, 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 release. I got her to release so much till I finally got her clear. Don't hold on. Door opportunity, because don't forget, this is a door. The door opportunity is coming for the 10 of staff, for you to lay down your burdens, baby. The door opportunity is coming. Someone here is standing strong, standing tall, is made solid. That's why it's a masculine here, standing on a rock, on a new journey. This is the staff that is in one hand, right? On a new journey of action, right? It could be a new journey in the physical, emotion. It could be dealing with your emotions. It could be dealing with your mental. It could be dealing with your spiritual. You are on a new journey. The door opportunity is here, away. You see how the Ace of Staff is away from the Nine of Staff? Someone who is a wounded warrior, someone who has no direction, someone who has no idea of what to do, where to go. A door opportunity is here. It is your choice whether you choose to accept it or not. I told a lot of you I believe in divine doors. It is time to start taking these spiritual baths. It is time. And y'all, for the ones who are already subscribing and ones that know me, I'm going to tell you what you need to know to help you. If you need a spiritual bath and you have no clue, email me. I have a whole store. I have baths that are already together, and I can talk to you about your situation and put a bath together for you, for your situation, and watch how your breakthroughs come through. I have yet to have a person say, Leah, I ordered this and never seen anything. The devil's a lie. You never. Let's get to it. A lot of y'all better get with it, because these blessings getting ready to rain down. And I told you guys, the only ones who are going to get the major blessings are the ones who are expecting and the ones who got their energy up. How can you build your energy up when you got darkness hovering around you? I just did a reading last night for one of my, I don't even know, a long time friend. She's a friend now. And I told her, because she's been gone for a couple of months, she's been doing Reiki and everything. So I'm happy because she's been learning, she's been building. But I told her, I said, listen, you got a dark cloud hovering over your head, baby. Dark influences is there. Evil influences is there. You have the thought to do something, but the thought that you're having isn't even your own. Do what you got to do for you. You don't let nobody stop you. And anytime you start having all these doubts, I don't know, I'm unsure. That's the devil. That's the devil. That's the dark ones not wanting you to be successful and succeed. Let's go. Let's jump into these fear blocks and holes, because I don't want to hold y'all too long. Divine Spirit, what are the fears, blocks, holes that we all must face in the time of Scorpio leading into Sagittarius? Let's go, y'all. They might not give it. They don't want to give it. They might not give it. They're going to give it. There it is. Boom. Is this me? I'll probably pass by it so fast. Coming in wounded, feminine energy. Is this me? Are you asking me, or should you be asking yourself? Here, feminine energy represents a wounding, right? Your sword is down. That lets us know that your mental is down. Dressed in black. Black represents depression, grief, hurt, sadness, pain, darkness, and death. A lot of people have passed on and crossed over, right? And a lot of you have not let go. For y'all, for the ones who have been here, y'all know my mother just passed away. Still to this day, my family, cuz you okay? Niche, how you do? I'm good. Because a lot of them don't understand the fact that even though her physical is not here, I can say, "Ma," and get right on this board, and she gonna talk. When she passed away, and I said, okay, I think I took maybe a week because she kept pushing me. I want to talk. 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 And I knew she wanted to talk. And I was like, I ain't ready yet. I ain't ready yet. And I think I took like a week or a week and a half. And I finally talked to her. And she kept saying, please don't be mad at me. How can I be mad at you when it's not our choice to leave? I just need you to do what you need to do over there in the spiritual realm for me to be blessed over here. Because our ancestors and our elders that's already passed over, our family members, their job is to watch over us, protect us, and help build up rewards and blessings from that side to manifest them through over here, in case you did not know. Let's go. Spirit, what is the insight? And see, be careful, because see, is this me comes in as a 4. 4 is one of the most injuring, damaging numbers on the board. This is what will keep you stuck. This is what will keep you blind, I hear. This is what will keep you bound down to the ground. No movement. This is why a lot of you are sitting in depression. This is why a lot of you cannot face your fears. This is what needs to end. This is what needs to be buried. Darkness. Spirit, what surrounds is this me? Let's go. Y'all already know. I'm not going to beat around the bush. I watch a lot of people who have been programmed, a lot of readers who have been programmed to tell you what you want to hear and make it look good, talk to you so sweet, and people are falling for it. And I'm saying to myself, they ain't even doing their job. Y'all steady talking about love. Y'all do what you do. Over here or in enlightenment, you're going to get the business. Here, what surrounds is this me, something you cannot see, something you do not know, because it is face down. Why are you wounded? Because you're not listening. And because you're not listening and listening comes in as a 5, there will be no changes until you turn it around. And even once you turn it around, you're still going to be wounded. Feminine energy. All this wounding. There is something that you're not hearing. And it could be you don't want to hear. You don't want to see. You don't want to acknowledge. That's exactly what they just told me. Do what you got to do. Doorway, gateway to spirit. Let's go. Spirit for all of those to see, feel, hear, and understand. What cannot be seen in the physical, but is there in the spiritual? For is this me and not listening? Thank you. I'm going to show you because I'm going to start back showing you guys. Hopefully you can see it because my lighting is different. Come down, come down, come down. Not listening. Is this me? Your spirit card is here. You receive the Shadow Queen. All this darkness. Woo! The Shadow Queen represents acquiring knowledge, insecurities, and manipulation. This Shadow Queen tells us that some type of message or illumination or some type of understanding. See how she's offering you the light? She's offering you a light in her hand. She's coming out of the darkness. She's even dressed in black, and she's coming out of the forest, and she's coming in to offer you the light of a situation or some type of understanding, right? Or some type of communication about knowledge. She's either going to give you some type of knowledge, she's going to make you address these insecurities, or she's going to make you face a person who has manipulated you, or she's going to bring your memory back to let you know this person manipulated you. This person got over on you. You see, it comes in as a 7. What is 7? 7 is the number of self-reflection, so it represents self, us. 7 also represents spiritual life, right? 7 also represents revelations and perfection. Let's get it. Let me look at your travels. Let's look at these travels. Let's look at these travels. Is this me? What has caused you, right? Because this is why it was on top. What has caused you to question yourself or question others? Is this me? Because someone has manipulated your mind, manipulated your position. Someone has instilled insecurities, or it is some type of knowledge or information that you lack. Because even in is this me, the back is turned to the shadow queen. Not listening, not paying attention, not speaking. It all goes together. When you go see the doctor for your ears, mouth, and throat, they're all connected, baby. Let's go. Spirit, what is along the travels for the persons who needs to address? Is this me? It jumped on the ground, but it jumped on my arm first. That was quick. Probably trying to make it to the door. Empaths, reflect and redirect your energy. Let's go. Getting out of that wounded state, getting out of a negative state, turning it for as positive, addressing the issues so you can do what? Move forward. Let's go. Plain and simple. So you can move forward. They want to talk to you. See, it all goes back about what you need to be doing, so you can gain some type of direction, whether it is for you to change direction. Because guess what? Don't forget, they said, trust your inner compass. What is within you? Spirit. Okay, let's go. What we're gonna look into is the shadow queen. Let's see what's going on. Let's go. Let's see what the shadow queen has to say. Divine Spirit, clarify. Shadow queen, for all to see, feel, hear, and understand. Why is the shadow queen here? Boom, and it's hidden. You see it? Hidden. Rejection. 5 of Cups. Some type of rejection has you not paying attention to the knowledge that's being given, has instilled insecurities, or someone has come in and manipulated you. Boom. See how fast? Cups. All up in your little feelings. Spirit, clarify rejection. Why is rejection here? Stop, block. Reward, acknowledgement. More cups. 9 of Cups. Wow. Stop. I'm getting stopped. Strength. Let's go. Let's get it. You got it. They trying to give it to you. Transformation. You need it. It's coming. Stop. Wounding in the mind. Queen of Swords. Wounding in the mind. Some of you are going to start searching for your strength at this time to get your blessing, to get your reward. Let's go. Okay, stop. Let me show you. Look. Card comes out face down, and it is on top of your is this me and not listening. Face down, you received the Queen of Cups. More cups, wounding within the feelings. So, in case you don't know, all right, let me get it back. Try to get it back. Emotions determine your mental, right? Stop. They keep saying stop. Your feelings determine your mental state. So with your is this me of not listening, right? This is a situation that has you in your feelings, right? And you are so focused on these feelings, or you have harbored these feelings, that you're waiting on some type of message, waiting on some type of confirmation that plenty is passing you by. You see that fish going on down the screen? Some of you have sat in it so long that you have become comfortable in the mess. But at the end of the day, 3 feminine energies are here. You're wounded. 3 represents the creation of being wounded, because it's exactly what it says. So here they tell us someone is wounded in their mind. Of course, you're wounded in your mind. because you're wounded in your feelings, wanting to stand up strong, or you thought, because we talk about swords, you were standing tall and solid. But at the end of the day, you're still wounded. But it is now time for you to look for your strength, right? Because once you find your strength to address the issues, your reward lies on the other side. You see that? Once you find your power, your reward lies on the other side. And I'm going to show you something else. The Queen of Cups, because I noticed how they were looking at each other. The Queen, Ace of Cup, right? With the Nine of Cup represents the Ten of Cup. What is the Ten of Cup? Happiness. You want it? Go get it. Underneath the deck, Six of Swords. Time to move forward. Let's go. Moving on, baby. Let's go. Getting out of the indecision and the confusion. See that? Two of Swords in the air surrounded by a gray sky that represents confusion of the mind. To find your recovery. Someone is traveling towards their recovery. Four of Swords. Some type of action or communication, Eight of Staff, has been given towards your choices, decision, option, Seven of Cups. For a lot of you who have been waiting to move forward towards your ultimate success, so that Sun, leaving out of a time of old to step into the new, because those two staff make a doorway, gateway, and then you're taking that Ace of Staff, which is a new journey, and moving forward, offering it up towards the Sun, acknowledging the Sun. I am acknowledging my reward. I am acknowledging my abundance, because Temperance has came in. Let's go. And told you what? Time to walk away. Time to move on. Even though it may hurt. Five of Swords. For you to leave this indecision and them people behind, you must move. And then they tell us some type of commitment and change. And this could also represent a change of path. Hierophant. And I'm getting ready to go over the year of the Hierophant, what we can expect. Yep. To take action. Knight of Staff. To someone or something that involves sneaky actions. Right? Addressing it. Taking action. Right? Because once you address it, once the path changes, once the commitment changes, once the religion changes, right? You're going to be sitting pretty. Look at you. King of Coin. Following the King of Coin. The King of Sword. Sitting pretty with a solid mind. Let's go. Facing your abundance with your mental upright. And if you notice, with these kings, where are their feet? Solid ground, receiving passage. See that? Two rivers. One foot is on the ground, right? Because I'm grounded now. And stepping up to the plate on that concrete. Do what you got to do. Listen. I'm Leah. I love you guys. For all of you who have not went to Enlightened Mystic Essentials, our sister channel, there's messages over there, but they're more lighter than over here. Over here, it can get real dark, right? I've had a lot of people email me, Leah, you had me crying. Didn't mean to, but this is what we need to be. This is what we need to do. Until I can talk to you guys again, if you want to talk to me, you can email me. My website is enlightenedmystic.org. There's baths there. There's herbs there. It doesn't matter how you want to take your bath. There's baths there, right? There's candles. There's sage sticks. All kind of stuff is there, right? That's it. Oils is there, right? Oils is there. Perfumes is there. Lotions is there. So I love you guys, right? Time to release, right? Time to face these fears. Time to move on. No more harboring. We got to slow down the abuse on the physical body, right? And it starts within the spiritual.